Hey, this is Mike. I am in Conway, South Carolina, visiting Conway Ford, and I'm checking out a 2016 F-250 Super Duty crew cab, four-wheel drive, and the trim level is XL, which is pretty much the starting point for these heavy-duty trucks. And this one doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. It's a really good work truck. It is silver. I know a lot of work trucks are white, so I tried to choose one that's not white, so we have something a little bit different. So let's go ahead and check it out. First off, I want to mention it has 17-inch steel wheels, and the hubs here in the front are manual locking. Manual locking four-wheel drive hubs to put it in four-wheel drive. Then you have those side steps there. It's a pretty long truck. It has the long bed in the back, so you've got this plenty of space for working and stuff. This is pretty much a work truck. So let's go ahead and move around here to the front. Okay, so you have the halogen reflector headlights here in the front. Got some pretty beefy tow hooks there sticking out of the grill. Massive grill, by the way. And then the center of the grill is blacked out, and then you have that chrome trim around. So it doesn't have to be, work trucks don't have to be all bland and just not looking good. So they added some chrome there, so that helps out with that. Another thing is these side mirrors, they're heated, but they are manually folded in. Plus, they're manually telescoping, so you can move them in and out if you want to, but it has to be done manually. Okay, so let's take a look here. Here's the inside of the door, passenger door. You got this whole shelf system here. Place to put tools or whatever, paperwork, tools, whatever you need to. Very easy to open the door with the handle here, and everything is a hard plastic, so that way it's easy to clean. It's rugged for work. You have that plastic Super Duty threshold there, all vinyl interior with the vinyl floor as well, which is a really heavy duty material that's easy to clean and it lasts a long time. And the seats are vinyl as well, but they have this leather texturing to them. Plus they have this different texturing here in the center, which gives a little bit of a nicer look than just regular plain vinyl seats. You got the handle to get in and out of the vehicle. Let's take a look here in the glove compartment. Pretty small, just kind of regular standard glove compartment there. All right, let's take a look here in the back. Here's the inside of the back door. Now this is a crew cab, and it has a pretty good amount of space here in the back. This isn't the biggest back that you can get. You can get the Super Crew, which gives you more, but this one has the Crew, which is plenty adequate. I mean, especially for a work truck. And what's cool about these seats, it kind of acts like a bench seat here, fitting 3 grown men, no problem. But also, you can lift this up, and you can utilize the space under the seat as a cargo area. So you can lift up those seats, one or both, and you can utilize that space as a big cargo area if you don't have any backseat drivers. Plus, this seat will fold down, if I can do it one-handed. And then you can, access a little bit of storage space behind the seats. Just a little tiny bit there. But the back has plenty of headroom. It has some hooks there, and it does have the latch system for car seats in case you need to use those. You see it has plenty of leg room back here. All right, let's take a look here. Got a pretty good size pipe there for the 6.2 liter to breathe. And here's the back. You have the towing package. installed with the 4 and 6-way, 7-way plugs here. Take a look under the truck. It's always exciting. To me, anyway. Okay, so this is a locking tailgate. So that way, because one of the features of this tailgate is that it is a removable tailgate. So you can unhook it from the hinge here and take it out and out of your way in case you need to. So it's locking, so that way people don't steal it. But here's the bed here, and what's cool about this truck, which I would definitely recommend, this says doesn't have a bed liner. I definitely recommend a spray-in bed liner. But what's cool with this truck is it comes with this cable lock, and check it out. It's kind of like handcuffs on the end of a cable, and it comes out and has this keyhole here, and you can hook it on something. Let's say you have a generator or a toolbox or something in the back of the truck. You can hook this to it, and it's not going to be like 100% secure. They could still cut the cable, I guess, if they had the equipment to do that, but it gives you, some level of securing your stuff. Slows them down a little bit as far as stealing their stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. You've got the regular tie downs and stuff here in the back of the truck. Let's take a look here at the fuel door. There's the fuel cap. Now this is an E85 capable vehicle, so you can put up to 85% ethanol if you need to. And the cap comes off that easy, and it has this little place to hang it right there, so that way it doesn't scratch your paint while you're pumping gas, and it's completely out of your way. And this space right here would be if this was a diesel truck, it would have the DEF fluid to go in there. That's what that's for. Let's go ahead and start it up so we can hear what the engine sounds like. I don't know if you can hear that, it's kind of quiet. I'll show you what the cargo capacity here in the back. You can see with the seats up, it has that metal bar there and stuff, but it has a pretty good amount of space for, putting toolboxes or boxes or, something back here in case you want to secure it in the back, or if it's something you don't want to get, it could be exposed to the weather. You can put it back here if you don't have any backseat drivers. Now you can, put one side down or the other. Let's say you need extra space on that side, or you maybe just one person on that side and then extra space on this side. You can do that. So it's pretty versatile. All right, so let's take a look under the hood. So to lift the hood, you can see the blue oval there. It's just right here to the right of the center, and you just reach in like down and you move it to your left, and then you lift up the hood a few inches and it goes up all the way by itself, like so. All right, 385 horsepower, 6.2 liter, paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission. See if you can see it. It's got a lot of plastic and stuff in the way. 405 pound-feet of torque. Okay, you can see a little bit better on this side. Now with this engine and the towing package and everything, if it's properly equipped, it can tow up to 12,500 pounds. And check out that radiator. It's really huge, and look at that, it has like a slant to it. And you've got the transmission and an engine cooler here in the front, so you've got plenty of cooling capacity for towing and stuff like that. And you also have a light under the hood as well. All right, so let's take a look behind the wheel and see what kind of features are in there. Alright, so here I am on the inside, behind the wheel, and there's plenty of leg room and knee room. I mean, it's just wide open in here. And so let's go ahead and start here on the door. The door has the same storage pockets there in the side as the other side. That way when you get in, you can put down your paperwork, or like this top part is pretty good for paperwork and stuff like that, or you know, tools or whatever. Have a place to put it before you even get in the truck. So right here is your door lock controls and your power window controls. You've got your standard rear power windows where you have to hold the button to reach the desired opening or closing, but the front is just automatic. You can just push it and it's automatic down and up. To lock out the other windows, like I said, the back windows, if you don't want them playing around with the, especially it's helpful if you have kids or something, you don't want them playing around with the windows, you can lock it like that, and that way they, you know, can't roll down the windows. Alright, and then your side mirrors, the heated side mirrors, or they're power adjusted here. I know they're manual folding and manual telescoping, but you can actually use this little joystick to adjust the side. Now it's only on the top. You see that only the top moves. The bottom is pretty much fixed. You can adjust it, but you know, you don't really need to, since it's a wide angle. It's pretty much good. But you just have to choose a side, left or right, and then you put it in the center, and that way it won't mess up anything. Okay, so here is your headlight controls. You just can turn them off, parking light, and then on. It's pretty simple there. And your dimmer switches for your gauges is right here. Also, if you push and hold this top part, it will turn on the interior lights. Alright, so let's take a look here at the steering wheel. It is a synthetic material, a little bit soft. It gives a little bit when you really push it, so it doesn't dig into your hands when you're driving. But it's a very durable feeling, very good texture. It has like an artificial leather texture here. And so it's a very comfortable steering wheel, and a little bit thinner than I expected, but it's not too bad considering it has that softness to it. But let's take a look here. It has a lot of buttons, so let's go ahead and start on this side. This is for your this top part in here is for your cruise control, so you can turn it on and off. You just have to make sure it's on by pushing that button. You'll have a little indicator which turns on and off to let you know it is on. And then once it's on, you can set it with these buttons here. You can change your speed if you want to, and then you can cancel or resume with this button. Now these center buttons is for this screen between the gauges. You can see you have your speedometer there to the right, your RPMs there to the left, and across the top you have your oil pressure. Let me point them out here. Oil pressure is here. Your engine temperature, engine coolant temperature is here. Here's your transmission temperature, and there to the right is your fuel gauge, and you can see it's low on fuel, so it has this little indicator here on the center screen letting me know, hey, it's time to get some gas. But I can get some more information on that center screen using this center little pad where it says info and setup and reset. I'm just going to push this info button and just kind of cycle through so you can see the different information you can get here in that little center screen. So it's showing me right now 4.7 miles. This would be your odometer. Push it again. This is your trip A, trip B, and then 19 miles to empty. 2.2 average miles per gallon, because this is kind of skewed right now because it's a new truck. 90 degrees outside. It's very hot and humid today. We're facing northwest. That's the little digital compass there. And push it again. So this is showing you your miles per gallon. As you're driving, you'll get a kind of an indicator there, and then you can have a timer where you can start, reset it, and all that stuff in case you need to time yourself as you're going on a trip. And then a blank screen. Also, I'm going to push the setup button, which cycles you through a bunch of different information in case you need to change some stuff. Alright, so there's lots of different things there. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out over on this side. There's your turn signal switch, but it's also your windshield wiper controls. And then on this side is your column shifter, and is a 6-speed automatic transmission. And the column shifter has a tow and haul button on the end of it, so you want to make sure you push that in when you're towing something, so that way it'll shift appropriately and not mess up your transmission. And then you have this plus and minus. This is for if you want to change the gears manually. So let's go ahead and put it in reverse. You can see the different gears here: reverse, neutral, drive. Okay, and then it'll show you actually the gears there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You go down to manual. This is where you can actually change, so I can cycle through those gears. Now it's not going to let me go too far out of range, so it'll let me go up to 3rd gear right now. I can also continue to shift her down and go all the way down into 1st gear. So this would be like if you need to downshift down, you know, like a real steep grade and you're going slow or something like that. So here on the right side of the steering wheel, we've got some more buttons, and this is like, say, your volume for your radio, change through your CD tracks or your radio stations. You can also change, like media would be AM, FM, satellite radio, that kind of stuff if it had a satellite radio. But this is AM, FM, CD, that kind of stuff. And this also has Bluetooth. So once you pair your Bluetooth phone with the system, you can answer calls and hang up on calls. Plus, you can make calls by pushing this voice recognition button and say, you know, call John, or call, you know, anybody that happens to be in your phone book. Like Tracy Luke here, that works here at Quality Ford. She can hook you up with an awesome truck, by the way. So you push that button, you say call Tracy Luke, and it'll call, if it's in your phone book spelled like that, if you're not abbreviated, then it'll, you know, find the number and call. So pushing that button is voice recognition. It's also you can able to change through the stations on the radio and stuff like that. So there's lots of different commands you can do with the voice recognition system besides just making calls. Alrighty, so let's go over here, and here's your radio. And the radio is fairly basic, but it's very functional, as we will see. First thing you'll notice, it has the CD player, which plays MP3s. So you can literally put hundreds of songs on a CD and put it in there, and it plays just fine. So down here we've got a pretty standard old-fashioned kind of retro looking digital readout there, which is fine. I mean, this is a work truck. You got your volume here, which is pretty standard there. You can choose what you want to play. You got your phone button there, plus you have the auxiliary button for playing music through. I'll show you the auxiliary input in a minute. Presets are down here, plus you can change through, like say if you have folders on the CD or on the USB, which I'll show you in a second, you can change the folders there as well. And I like the way it has a play and pause button, which is cool. And down here is the USB and the auxiliary inputs for the radio. So literally you can use any device to hook up to this system and play music through the sound system. Alright, so here is your climate control, and pretty basic. You've got your fan speed, your temperature, where you want the air to blow is there in the center, and then you can recirculate the air, and then you got your defrosters and stuff like that, and your heated side mirrors. Your four-wheel drive controls, this is how you change the gears, change into four-wheel drive, but of course it does have the manually locking hubs, so you do have to lock those in place. 12-volt power supply down here. Alright, and then so down here we have your trailer brake gain control, so you can adjust that, fine-tune it if you need to, and you always need to. And so here's some auxiliary switches, and the light comes on to indicate that they're on or off. So this is the ability to hook up different things, you know, maybe different clearance lights or different types of things to the truck. These are open circuits here, so you can, you know, hook up whatever you want. So down here is some cup holders, so you can put some cups in there, which is cool. You got a little pocket down there, power supply there. and then your traction control button is right there, and that's only to turn it off. It's always on unless you turn it off, and the only time you really want to turn it off is if you need to spin tires for some reason, like say you're stuck or something. Alright, so let's take a look at the rear view mirror. It's just kind of standard manual flippy thing there for day and night mode. And then up here we've got some tap lights, place to put safety glasses or sunglasses, 2 spots for them, handy for a work truck. And then the visors are there. That one has a mirror on that side. Alright, so let's look here at the center console area. It's like a big armrest, and you know, for both the driver and passenger, you got this little place to put something there, maybe a small cell phone, I'm not sure, keys or whatever. And then you got your cup holders, and then this lifts up, and then you've got some more storage space in here, put pens or whatever. Now you just have to make sure it's locked. This is down and locked all the way, and then you can lift up the whole thing. In case you need a center passenger, they can fit right in here in the center. And there's the leg room for the center passenger, and probably not going to use the cup holder there very good if you have a center passenger. I'm not really sure. Alright, so let's take a look here at the visibility here in the back. Alright, so what do you think of it? 2016 Ford F-250 XL, 6.2 liter gas engine. Do you have any experience with F-250? 2015, 2016? Have you considering buying the 16? Have you taken one for a test drive? Anything like that? I'd really appreciate it if you leave some comments letting us know if you have any experience with one, and if you're deciding to buy one, that kind of thing. Alright, so anyways, if there's any clarifications too, please leave it in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. So if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, click the like button, that would be great. And thank you for watching. Thank you to Conway Ford for allowing me to show off an awesome truck, and I'll see you next time.